What's up, YouTube? It's Louis here. Hope you're all well. Welcome back. I know it's the weekend, but I'm going to do some updates for you guys on Bitcoin and hopefully Quant, but I just need to go out to B&Q quickly to get some silicon. But yeah, let's get on with Bitcoin. I hope you guys enjoyed today's update. Of course, please like this video. We're trying to hit 100 likes and we're trying to hit 3.1k subscribers by the end of today, actually. And yeah, we're pushing for 4k, in the next 2 months or so by the end of August. Let's see if we can do that. Okay, enjoy the stream, guys. So if we're looking at Bitcoin here quickly, if we zoom in, you can see that we were anticipating us to actually get rejected over here and start coming back down. Not before this candle. I think we were under here. We just had the daily close below the 20 EMA, so we were anticipating a rejection, and the same for all the cryptos to come back down and form potentially another double bottom to print this massive double bottom over here, if you remember from yesterday's update. But it seems like you've come up and you've pushed above the 20 and you've actually closed, well, at the wick. Let me check. The wick high was 21,186 and this was, so 21,186 and the close was 195, so it's $10 above the high, basically $10. Let's zoom in actually a bit more. Sorry guys, let's zoom in a bit more. Yeah, that's better. So that's a bit clearer. Yeah, so we're running into the 786. We've technically created the reversal wave by losing the 618. What should have happened is a push, exhaust, continuation, lose this low, continue lower. But the bulls have stepped in, creating this reversal wave. Now your target is the 1 fib level, 22.4k, as long as you can now find support on the 20 EMA. If you can do that and we can hold the 20 EMA, you can see if I get rid of this and we zoom in again, the 12 is about to cross over. If we break this resistance, if we're breaking that wick, this wick over here, the resistance 21,700, if we can break above that, then I'm pretty sure the 12 and the 20 will form a bullish cross. That would basically signal that we should see an impulse to the 55 EMA, and this is on the daily time frame. So the 55 EMA is roughly sitting at 24k. There is going to be some key resistance ahead before we actually reach that, and of course the longer it takes to actually come up, guys, this will drag down more, basically. So if I use the fibs from the high, from that wick to this wick over here and drag it, you can see that this will be a resistance. Once we do break above this 21.7k, the next resistance will be basically 23 to 23.2k. So yeah, in and around there. And you can see our technical target out of this double bottom here, if we can actually break it now. Let me put it actually from the lowest body here back to the highest body candle close on the breakout. Oh, right there. No, still not right. There we go. So our technical target would be 24,500 once we break out of this double bottom. You could get a larger target if you put it down to the wick, but this is a riskier one. It's still the same thing though, 25.3k. Otherwise you can take it to 24.5k, 25.3 or 24.5, whatever you want. Also the 1618 is hit, and if you do hit this 1618, after doing so you would anticipate a rejection, hopefully to hold this, but you can come as deep as the 1 fib level, and if you hold that, then we actually will continue to these two technical targets. You can see the 2.272 lining up with 27k, and this would be the previous low of last year, not this low over here that everyone's talking about. The 4th of January 2021, it was 27.731, and our technical target for the 2.272 is in and around there as well, lining up exactly right there. So that's some nice confluence, and of course that is if we get the bullish scenario, guys, but we might not get it, but I hope so, and we will explain what happens if we don't. But I hope you've been enjoying this video so far. So again, we're trying to get this video to 100 likes, and if you could really help do that, that would be amazing. Also leave a like down below, and yeah, definitely leave a comment down below, guys, sorry, and of course subscribe, as we're trying to hit 3.1k subscribers. Now if we carry on and we say that maybe we are running into this as resistance, although we have created this reversal wave over here by breaking the 618. And although that means we should be going to the 1, we obviously are facing key resistance at this 786. Also this descending resistance over here, the purple line. And we actually haven't closed above the high yet. We've still got 12 and a half, 13 hours basically of the day left. So this could end up way up here. This could end up way down here. No one knows. So that's why we can't go off this current candle. So we have to go off this one. And that at the moment you've broken above and you've closed above the 20. So this signals that you do want to see continuation. But for the moment we are running into a resistance. So that's why we are seeing some sort of reaction at first. So that's why we are coming down. And hopefully we can hold this area support, the 618, the golden pocket over here. So in your chart, if you draw the 1 fib level up here and the 0 here, and you draw this box, the golden pocket, make it gold, then this is the area. You can come as deep as the 050, but we need to hold that. See, that will be the 12 EMA, and you need to hold this as support if you do want to continue to 22.4k, as I've just said. And again, you would be validating the double bottom over here once you are up at the 1 fib level. So if you close a daily candle above this neckline of this double bottom, then we validated this target to 24.5k or 25.3k, however risky you want to play it. But me being conservative at the moment, because we don't know if we're truly bullish yet, we need to see continuation. We need to see a higher high, then we need to see a higher low, then we need to see a higher high. You see what I mean? And eventually this uptrend will break, and when we do come down, we need to hold this low eventually. When we eventually peak, everyone, all the bears up here in and around 27k are going to say, haha, yes, you got tricked. That was a fake out. We're going back down. You've just retested it as resistance. We're going to lose this low. So if we come down there and lose the low, I will be saying, yeah, we're fucked. I don't even know where we're going now. We will have fib targets. It'll probably be around 10k, unfortunately. But yeah, once we have that peak, then we'll know. We'll put the fibs from here to wherever it peaks out, and then we'll have fib targets. However, when you also put that fib on, there's also going to be the 618, that golden pocket. So if we do find support on that golden pocket, we may not be losing that low. So that would be the bullish scenario. And the backing would be, if you do just find support here and start heading back up, then that would be higher than that low. So that would be a higher low. And all you need to do now is break that high and form a higher high. And you can see on a massive time frame, which could take the end of the year. This is why I told you guys, once the bottom is in, it's going to take at least 6 months to truly get out of it. Don't get excited if we start pumping. That'll be a signal to take profits, especially if we're running into the daily 200 EMA on Bitcoin, wherever that lands. Right now, yes, it might be at 33k, but it's going to take a long time for us to actually come up. And by the time we do actually come up, this is going to be, probably in and around the 27k area, and we're going to run into it as resistance. I can guarantee that. And we really want it to do that, really, because we want to reset the market by coming down, not losing that low, creating that higher low, and then making that higher high, breaking above the 200 EMA, and then coming back to the 200 EMA to confirm it as support, which would also be the previous year's key support. And that's how we flip bullish. But remember, the bears are going to say, once we do get up here, if we do break out here, they're going to say we're going to come to this low, we're going to lose it, and we're going to come back down to in and around these areas, which is also valid only when you lose that low. So they're going to be the perma bears. They're going to be in disbelief. Basically, they're going to be salty that we're going up, and they're going to be in disbelief that potentially we might not lose this low, that they're all like creaming themselves for 10k. But I don't believe that will happen. You're only going to see that happen once you lose this low, and of course, if that doesn't happen, then yeah, then they were wrong, and all you just need to do is put in that higher low and then that higher high that we were just talking about now. Sorry for all this drawing, but yeah, I just need to get rid of it all. And then finally, of course, we need to look at the bearish note. So yeah, as I said, if we're not holding this golden pocket and we're closing below it again and we're coming back, of course we need to hope that it stays higher than this low, and we obviously go up and attack it again, maybe form another double bottom. But there's higher risk that now that, of course, we saw this as a double bottom, if we just ignore this and look from just this point onwards, and you've come up, come down, you've formed a neckline, you've come up, and if we get rejected here, this here is lower than this high. So that'd be a lower high. And if you're coming back down to here and you're losing this neckline and you're closing below it, hitting it as resistance, then you've created an M pattern, and that would have a technical target to the downside. And because we're in a downtrend, I can do the conservative target, but because we're in a longer term downtrend, obviously from this point we're in an uptrend, until this point, we need to see if we break that high, because you do have the higher low, higher than this low and this low. Just need to break that. But there's the risk if we now lose this low. Of course, this was a lower high, and then you're gonna lose the low. But if we can now, even though this is a low high, if we come down and make a higher low, higher than this low, you can come down to the purple line, that'll still be higher than this low. Just need to close above this low, and that'll be a higher low. And so we just need to break above this and make a higher high, and potentially break above this, because you'd form a double bottom basically if you'd start to come back up and break out like that and meet the technical target, if you understand what I mean. But of course, if you're closing below this, this is going to be a lower high, and then you're going to have a lower low, back test this, and you're going to start coming down, of course. So I will get your technical target from the highest body to the lowest body, put down the breakdown. You would have a target actually lower than this low, but let's see if it actually happens. No signs of that at the moment. Remember, this is only going to happen if, first of all, you lose this golden pocket, which we're actually above of. So we did create the reversal wave. What I'm talking about right now is actually what should have happened, because you come up, you come down, pushed into the reverse, into the golden pocket. You've had this impulse downwards, you're correcting up and having this impulse back down, all the way back down to here. This would be your technical target. But you invalidated that by creating this reversal wave, by breaking above this resistance, the 618. And by breaking above this resistance, all you need to do is confirm it as support. And you've confirmed the reversal wave by flipping it and coming to the 1 fib level. And if you can confirm that as support, you're going up to the 1618, coming back down to the 1. And if you can hold that, you're actually going to continue to these two targets all the way up at 27k. But don't think this is going to happen in an instant, overnight, or in 1 week. It could happen in a week, but it might take longer. It might take a few weeks, or however long this is going to take. Because look how long we've been here already. So for a very long time. So it could be the same. It could take a month to get up there, or even longer. No one knows. No one knows. I don't know. But I know that once you break this, these are all scenarios that are going to play out if certain areas are held, as I've just explained. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Again, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe. We're trying to hit 3.1k. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.